Hey everybody, coming at you today with 5 tips to help your hunts go a little more smoothly, hopefully be a little more successful. Tip number 1 is to do a little bit of research before you come to the store. Of course, if you've been in the hobby for a while, you're going to know a little bit more about what's out there and what you're into. But either way, this is going to help your time be more efficient and keep you from overlooking things that you might be interested in. Tip number 2 is to grab a buggy as soon as you walk through the door. Inevitably, you're going to run into a dump bin, either a small one like this or some of the larger ones, and the buggy just gives you some room to work. You can pull the cars out, see what you're dealing with, helps you sort through them a little bit easier. Tip number 3 is to have a plan. I shop for a little bit of everything, so I'll start over here in the other section, usually move to the premiums, Monster Truck, Monster Jam, Matchbox, and then on over to the main lines. Of course, your store layout and what you're shopping for may dictate that a little bit. As a bonus tip, I would familiarize myself with the M2 chases. Of course, you can do some other chases as well, but even if it's not something you're into, sometimes you can trade it for things that you want. You can see here we have a Muscle Machines chase on the pegs today. Tip number 4 is to look for things where you don't expect them, not only in the toy aisle, but sometimes throughout the store. I found a lot of treasure hunts and other good items in the grocery section sometimes. A lot of times this can happen because they don't get stocked in the right place. Sometimes people pick them up and they decide they don't want them, don't put them back down in the right place. Also, look above. This is what we normally call overstock. Sometimes you can find sealed cases up here. If they run out of room while they're putting cars on the pegs, a lot of times they'll stick the extras up here. And if you have a store that has space under the shelf, check those too. Sometimes things fall in behind the shelves, they fall on the floor and they get kicked under there. I found some good stuff there as well. Tip number 5, and this is kind of where the research comes into play a little bit. A lot of people will thumb through the cards like this, and that can help you from overlooking stuff, especially if you're starting out. But if you're a little more seasoned and know what you're looking for, a lot of places will have enough space that you can kind of come under the cards and just glance at what's on the bottom of the cards, especially if they've not been rifled through already. And this just helps make your trip a little bit quicker. So guys, let me know, were these tips helpful? Is there anything that you think isn't helpful? Is there something that you like that you would add that we missed? If you like what we're doing, give us a like and a subscribe. If you know anybody that might find this video helpful, feel free to share it out. Hope everybody's having a good week. Happy hunting, y'all.